You are listening to Transreal News, the finest news, forecasts, and advisories for psychonauts traveling the astral plane and beyond. I'm your host, Toby Damned. And now, the news in brief. A new species of flowering cactus is springing up all over Australia's Great Victoria Desert today, wherever the alien ichor was spilled during the conflict with one of the great old ones and Japanese superhero group and pop sensation Sabaku no Ken Otome. Environmental disaster relief groups still working in the regions affected by the battle believe that it is a result of the super peyote spill by Substrate Industries in Vogonis last month, mixing with the DNA of alien beings and powers beyond man's comprehension. The cacti are described as twisted and disturbing by people who have examined them firsthand. Recent surveys on mental health across North America show that existential dread is on the rise in every group except Generation X. It is believed that Generation X, the cohort of people born between 1965 and 1980, may be more resilient to the crushing weight of the end of reality due to the extended effects of a childhood of neglect/independence and a childhood diet of hose water and processed peanut products. An alternate theory suggests that they were raised with so much existential dread that it would take far more than reality superstorms and barbarian hordes to even move the needle. I'll tell you why Gen X is so unmoved. It's because they're a generation so thoroughly infected by postmodern malaise that... Shut up! Do you want Toby to shoot you? The indie video game Well-Dressed Gentleman by Caffeine Zombie Studios has caused a stir recently when their offices were simultaneously raided by the NSA, CIA, C-SPAN, and Russian intelligence, leading to a firefight and then aerial helicopter battle over their offices in Edmonton, Alberta last night. The game apparently did such a good job of depicting how intelligence agencies operated in the 1990s that numerous agencies suspect them of having access to dangerous classified information. The staff of Caffeine Zombie is not answering their phones nor posting to social media at this time, and have left a single post on X reading, "We made it all up." Now that's realism in video games. And now your time-space forecast with Torg Skullcrusher.
Hail, good listeners, and hearken to Torg, for I bring you omens and prophecies of great importance for the coming week. The time distortions over Quito seem to have settled, with only a few displaced conquistadors, and the appearance of clothing that may be the next fashion trend. Personally, I like last month's fashion. I'm happy to help wealthy twits, and hereby offer cheap, clean, professional beheadings to all comers. Vapors from the slime factories over San Bernardino, California may cause some unusual weather effects, like technicolor rain. Do not be alarmed. It is mostly harmless. A font of alternate reality is wafting up from Antarctica towards the shores of South Africa, and people in Johannesburg should expect strange changes to their city over the next few days. Few of the changes will be permanent. Now, Toby, inform our audience.
And now, a commercial message from our partners.
The latest release from Japan's newest supergroup is here. Sabaku no Ken Otome presents Clash, with instant global top 10 hits like Transform. Hear J-pop the way it was at its peak. Intense songs telling the true stories of real superheroes. Sabaku no Ken Otome's Clash, coming June 4th from Retrograde Records.
The global cyber-anarchist group known as the Occulted Collective of Hackers has issued a statement regarding the Doomsayers Union's new chatbot, DoomChat.
The Doomsayers have been warned. We will not tolerate any further degradation to the collective intelligence of the Internet. Putting intentional stupidity into cyberspace is not permitted. The Doomsayers have 24 hours to replace DoomChat with an AI that is actually functional, or we will destroy it. In the future, the Doomsayers will stick to prophesying the end of the world, not trying to initiate it, or there will be consequences. We are many, we are invisible. We do not suffer fools.
And now Clee Maxwell with the latest advisories for psychonautic travelers. Hello, my loves. It is I, Clee Maxwell, your spirit guide, here to let you know what there is to do in a world after reality. If you're looking for something both athletic and a little strange, come on down to Rulia for the non-Euclidean Luge Championships, where contestants try skidding in bronze vessels across the cyclopean landscapes of an alien city. Not everyone makes it to the bottom, and many are never seen again. The slime is still receding across many of the once-abandoned upper plains. Unwritten poems, deep spiritual musings, ancient treasure texts, and works of divine beauty can be found by those willing to delve the ruins. But they must be first willing to face giant insects and once divine beings mutated by too much television into bizarre horrors to do so. Be sure to bring along a lantern, a flint and steel, some iron spikes, and a 10-foot pole if you are going that way. My loves, this week I will be vlogging about taking one of the Aptos swamp tours. I'll let you know all about the bizarre carboniferous life I see, and if I'm feeling daring, I'll do a taste test at one of the local barbarian barbecue joints that cooks them. Keep an eye out on YouTube, or come join me yourself, my loves. You have been listening to the Transreal News, part of the Transreality News Network, your finest source for advice for psychonauts, astral projectors, ethereal jaunters, and people on serious LSD trips. From all of us to all of you, safe journeys. Everything all right, Toby? I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Whatever do you mean? No deaths, no tentacles, no attacking giant bugs. Did we have a broadcast actually go smoothly? Not even the mic light is on. I could cry. We actually got a show right for once. Not a single extra to be had. Let's go see how Yaren's resurrection is going. Yeah, let's. The Transreal News was created, directed, written, and performed by Brian C. Rideout, and produced by Stormhead Productions, and is released under a Creative Commons by Attribution, Non-Commercial 4.0 license. This episode of Transreal News included music and sound effects from Pixabay. The songs Transform, Retrograde, and This Sword were written by Brian C. Rideout, with music generated by Suno AI. For show notes or contact information, visit trans-real.stormheadproductions.ca or visit me on Twitter at transrealpod. Thank you so much for listening.